And we go to Michelle.
Well, yeah, when Cam limped off the field after that sack, he was in a lot of pain. The medical staff was looking at his right lower leg or ankle area. He ran around on it, did some high stepping. He looked really discouraged. But then he sat with Ken Dorsey, the quarterback's coach. They looked at pictures and got him ready to come back in.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Crowd booing. They thought that should have been grounding. You got to be outside the tackle box or the extension of the tackles all the way back, and he was real close.
And there wasn't a receiver anywhere around, so it would have been a foul.
The second down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the fake, and the throw is low, intended for Corey Brown. Third down and 10.
Of course, the Super Bowl, this matchup was all Von Miller, but tonight, much better. Of course, he's had a little help along the way, too. Some chip blocks on the outside. But many times so far, he's had Von Miller just one-on-one, Mike Rimmers has. And then finally, the hit to the head of Cam Newton and the injury. But for Mike Rimmers, this is a major comeback from the Super Bowl matchup.
Third and 10 now from the 38-yard line. And Cam almost goes down, then flips it to Stewart, and he has room. Flag is down. Was he across the line is the question. Broncos are signifying that he had crossed the line of scrimmage, which was his own 38 and a half. And obviously we'll have it for you after Sterator makes the call.
Foul. Face mask, offense, number 67, 15-yard penalty, replay, third down.
That's the All-Pro center. That's Ryan Khalil, been to 5 Pro Bowls. Check him out here.
Right over here, it's going to happen. You'll see the face mask be yanked down, and immediately Derek Wolf's arms go up and say, "What was that?" But that was once again one of those plays where Cam Newton scrambles. The man coverage guy, that time Brandon Marshall, came up to get Cam, dump it over the top. They've had a couple of those. Let's see if they could do it again.
Hustled to the line. It's third down and 25. And they'll try to pick up a little bit of that. And they do on the pass to Corey Brown. You get another flag now as Brown takes it out to the 36.
Prior to that snap of the play, it's a false start offense. Number 17. That is a 5-yard penalty. We will replay third down.
Right, so there's no play because the false start ends the play before it starts, so there's nothing to decline. Devin Funchess is going to take him back another 5 yards and make it third down and 30.
Can't imagine anything but screen, draw, send the punter out, not putting my quarterback in harm's way right here.
Well, it's gotten the crowd back into the game with a little less than 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Panthers up by 10. It's only a 3-man rush, 8 back, and it's caught by Benjamin. And he swings to the outside, and it's taken down at the 32-yard line. Just for a moment, looked like he might be on his way to escaping, but it's fourth down and 17. And that brings Andy Lee back into the game. His last punt went 78 yards.
Well, in that kind of a situation now, you get Von Miller is going to drop back and be the spy right there against Cam Newton, not wanting him to take off and pick it up on his own.
Jordan Norwood back. As Lee sends it to Boulder. Caught at the 8 by Norwood. And he's taken out of bounds at the 23-yard line with 3:58 to go in the third. This kickoff special being brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 50% on car insurance. By the 2017 Kia Sorento. Learn more at kia.com. And by Sprint, call 1-800-SPRINT-1 or sprint.com. Seen from Spartanburg High School in South Carolina during training camp. Cam Newton, Kuechly, Coach Rivera all participated in a team practice.
Is he flossing his teeth? I've never seen that.
Looking for a manicurist.
No wonder his teeth look so good.
Right. And that's a pass caught by Anderson. He's tackled there by the linebacker Thomas Davis. Yep.
How about that? You're the MVP. You know, you got a little lead in the game, up 10. Let me just do a little hygiene work here. You know, he's just a unique guy. What are you going to say? He dances when he comes out on the field for pregame. He does the airplane thing. He has fun. He loves it. He loves playing a game of football.
Do you bring your own floss, or does the trainer have that in the equipment?
You got a floss guy. If you're the quarterback, you're the MVP, you got a floss guy, don't you think?
Thank you. 2nd and 4. Siemian dancing around, buying a little time, looking for the first down, has it, and scoots out of bounds up at the 40-yard line.
One of the reasons they were so adamant that they were going to try and keep C.J. Anderson was his ability to protect the quarterback. He is one of the better blocking backs in the league, and you saw at that time Thomas Davis, no easy assignment, kept his quarterback clean.
Siemian to this point 12 of 17 for 121 yards. He's also carried 3 times for 18 yards. Play action, swing it to Virgil Green, and Green gets taken out of bounds after a short gain. Run out by Shaq Thompson.
One guy we haven't mentioned yet, Russell Okung, who came over from Seattle, actually was a part of that Super Bowl win by Seattle back in the day, running right at you off the side, and he is going to get a late hit right there on Kirk Coleman to make sure that one didn't get tackled in the backfield. Big guy, really added a physical element to this offensive line along with Donald Stevenson. They feel like their 2 tackles much more physical than what they had a season ago.
A little over 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd down and 12. Good pocket for him, and the pass right on the money at the 50-yard line to Virgil Green. Started on the right side, then he reset on the left side. Over the middle he goes for a gain of 13, first down Broncos.
How impressive is this throw and catch? There is a micro window right there. And Virgil Green, who is a fast guy, you know, he came out of college running 4.4 something and really was relegated to be the blocking back or blocking tight end in this offense for so long, but he has some skills.
He took a shot. John Phillips comes in at tight end now. C.J. Anderson bouncing his way to the 40-yard line. So the bowler knocking down some pins on that run. First down.
He got a little help too. Watch Michael Schofield, the guard here, is going to get right there on this reach block and take him right to the ground. You get somebody on the ground in the running game, and more often than not, you're going to pop one off for 10 yards or more. Here they're back down in that danger zone again. They've been here before and just haven't been able to convert it except that one time.
Capri Bibbs is the running back here with Anderson needing a rest. He's swinging out to Bibbs, and that's a gain of 6 yards. Tackled by Robert McLean. It'll be 2nd down and 4 at the Carolina 34.
There are quarterback coaches all over the league that just went, look at what I just saw. He gets pressure off the backside here, just going to turn and flip this thing. But his accuracy on some of these short throws, that looks so easy, and it's just not. Trevor Siemian, if we could take away from the 30-yard line in, is just having a great night between the 30s. Now they just have to get some points on the board.
And we've had 3 turnovers, and that's caught on a slant. That's a first down. Flag on the play. Emmanuel Sanders makes the catch. And Gene Steratore will be the next voice you hear.
Prior to the pass, holding defense, number 24. A penalty is declined. The result of the play, first down.
And the rookie corner out of Samford James Bradbury.
You know, Al, you can tell that Trevor Siemian has their attention on Carolina's defensive side now. They are starting to send more and more pressure and creating some man coverage opportunities now for Denver down the field.
He's saying, I'm not a placeholder for Paxton Lynch. I can do it. End of 3, 17-7. Back after these messages.
Tonight, Fallon has Ariana Grande, plus Russell Westbrook with a shootout. Ariana performs, and NFL players read superlatives.
I was voted Black Mr. Clean.
New Fallon.
The fall's biggest adventure.
Might want to hold on.
Timeless premieres Monday, October 3rd.
When you come to Norton Cancer Institute, you'll get more than a doctor. You'll get a team, a united team of specialists and caregivers. And sure, some of them are doctors, but some are researchers. Some are therapists, and some are just here to brighten your day. With more specialists, more clinical trials, and more treatment options, it's no wonder we care for more patients than anyone else in the region. Norton Cancer Institute, caring for the body and the person within.
It's good to get up and get cracking in the morning, but it's even better to get up and let someone do the cracking for you.
Get 2 Egg McMuffin or 2 Sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches, or 1 of each for $4 at McDonald's.
36 hours ago, you were Jeff and Susan. Now, you're Mom and Dad. But you've got this. You read the baby manuals, you baby-proofed the house, bought yourself a safe SUV. You're totally ready for this. Right? The Mazda CX-5.
It's good to get up and get cracking in the morning, but it's even better to get up and let someone do the cracking for you.
Get 2 Egg McMuffin or 2 Sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches, or 1 of each for $4 at McDonald's.
Shannon Cogan, tonight on Wave 3 News.
Week 1 of the NFL season continues Sunday on CBS and Fox. Check your local listings for the game in your area.
Looking down at downtown Denver. Tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. Al Michaels with Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Opening game of the season. The Broncos have outgained the Panthers, but the big thing at the bottom right there, those 3 turnovers. 1 led to a touchdown. Then Carolina, Chris, had that big 89-yard, 18-play drive.
That was really the difference, wasn't it?
And those 3 points, Olsen made that real smart play at the end of the half to allow them to kick the field goal. So the ball now 1st and 10 at the 25. Little dump off. C.J. Anderson. He's inside the 10. He goes to the end zone. C.J. Anderson. And that's a 78-yard drive, a 25-yard touchdown. 8 plays to turn it into, pending the extra point, what will be a 3-point game.
All right, this is called a green blitz. He has him in man coverage. But when he comes to block him, he thinks he's going to go get the quarterback. Instead, what happens? You just sneak out, and there's nobody to cover you. Screen pass, you could see it from the very beginning of the play. They just had him nailed. The man coverage guy blitzed. Nobody left. Really well done, not only by Trevor Siemian, but C.J. Anderson. That takes some acting skills when you're going against a veteran linebacker like Thomas Davis. Just brilliantly done.
Good block by the center. Paradis along the way as well. And now McManus for the extra point. Ten seconds into the 4th quarter. Season opener. Good one in the making here. Carolina 17, Denver 14.
It's Peyton. It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
Hey, man.
What up, Peyton?
You know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket. I get every game, every Sunday, all in HD.
Yeah, I know that.
So you want to come over? I'll make nachos.
I can't right now, man. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Pencil you in for Tuesday.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket included at no extra charge. Only on DirecTV.
I'll get you dancing to the diggy-diggy-diggy-do. This is my town. If you don't know, now you know. Do that thing that you do. I'll show you a new move. Check out the diggy-diggy-diggy-do. Now, how am I gonna lose? I've been moving like this since I was 2. Downtown, I'm fading in the youth. Are you ready to take it to footloose? I'm a flippity-flop, that clickety-clop. Staying up tonight, I won't leave. By now, I hope you figured it out. I'll give you more than you ever need. I'll get you dancing to the diggy-diggy-diggy-do. This is my town. If you don't know, now you know. Do that thing that you do. I'll show you a new move. Check out the diggy-diggy-diggy-do.
No one projected to beat you by 40 this week.
Projections don't mean anything.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
I got a new watch. Doesn't have any numbers, though.
How do you know what time it is?
I use my phone.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
Okay, the third leg of the playoffs continues at Crooked Stick. Defending champion Jason Day looks for momentum heading into the Tour Championship. Coverage continues tomorrow on Golf Channel and Saturday at noon on NBC. And there's a look at the current standings with Patrick Reed on top. And McManus' kick through the end zone to the 25-yard line where Carolina will now start. Well, Siemian, and we went through the chronology before. I mean, you've got Osweiler, looks like he's going to be the guy when Manning retires, but then he takes the money and runs. So John Elway has to bring in Mark Sanchez. He looks like he's going to be the guy to kind of run, the offense for a while, experienced and all that. They move up in the draft to get Paxton Lynch, who probably is the guy of the future. And then Simeon's kind of like this other guy who was hanging around last year, and he wins the job. But it was a meritocracy during training camp. He won it.
No doubt. And by letting Osweiler walk, they signed Emmanuel Sanders and Von Miller and C.J. Anderson and Brandon Marshall.
This drive from the 25. Here goes Stewart again. Leaps his way up to the 31 for a gain of 6.
Yeah, I don't think too many people are going to question too much that John Elway is doing anymore. He is hit the right chord many, many times, and not just with players. I mean, remember Gary Kubiak was a friend of John Elway, and there were a few eyebrows raised when John Fox was allowed to move on. And how'd that work out? First year Super Bowl.
Remember, Tim Tebow had led him to a playoff win. Jettisoned him. That's tipped in the air, and it's picked off at the 43-yard line. Flag comes into the end of the play. Chris Harris has the football. Intended for Benjamin.
Whether it stands or not, that's one of the great plays you will see.
Harris on the coverage, forcing it, and with the pick. And gets his elbows underneath it.
The ruling on the field is an interception by Denver. Following the interception, there was a personal foul, unnecessary roughness by number 68, Carolina. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the interception. First down, Denver.
That's the guard, Andrew Norwell. And they are fired up, obviously, on the Denver sideline. 3-point game. It's amazing that Harris was able to keep the ball off the ground as well. Here comes Norwell at the end of the play. And that's pretty easy to determine.
I tell you, this Chris Harris never ceases to amaze me. One of the most competitive guys, small guy, makes brilliant plays like that game after game that I watch.
From the 23-yard line. Through the hole. To the 14 goes C.J. Anderson for a gain of 9. And Anderson on his way to a 100-yard night. He's carried the ball now 14 times for 84 yards.
A lot of changes on this offensive line for the Denver Broncos, and they are paying off big. Max Garcia playing right here. Watch him reach out here and end up getting in front of Kawann Short and making the key block on that one. These guys across the board, this running game is better than it was a season ago.
2nd and 1. Crowd quiet. Letting them call the signals. And this time no gain. KK Short getting him from behind. 3rd down and 1.
Just the opposite happened that time. Kawann Short right there, and there's no way Garcia is going to beat him to the punch this time. Right in the backfield, make a big play. Kawann Short, no question, 11 sacks a season ago, one of the absolute best defensive linemen in football.
That was tied for the lead among guys who normally play on the inside. 11 sacks. Olsen shakes his head on a 3rd and 1. Kubiak trotting down to get a little closer look at the action. Inside fake. Siemian's going to run for the 1st down, and out of bounds he goes at the 10-yard line.
For some reason, just did not like the slant inside to Demaryius Thomas. Pulled it down and just goes and picks it up. The athleticism has come into play several times now for Trevor Siemian. Didn't pull the trigger. You wonder if Gary Kubiak had already made up his mind if that was going to be incomplete. He'd come back and go for it on 4th down.
From the 11 to the 8-yard line goes C.J. Anderson.
I'll tell you, it's good to have Charles Johnson back in there for the Carolina Panthers, number 95. Here's a guy with 30-plus sacks over the last 3 years prior to last year, some injuries, and just had 1 sack. But now with Johnson on one side, Coney Ely on the other, Kawann Short, this is a very, very good defensive line.
11 and a half left in the 4th on 2nd and 7. Good protection. Fires over the middle, and he's lucky that wasn't picked off. Demaryius Thomas couldn't handle it. Bradbury almost had the pick, and it's 3rd down and 7.
A young quarterback has to learn this one. You're throwing him into harm's way. You want to put this throw right on his body right here. Watch him lead him across the field, and that draws the safety, Trey Boston, into play. Just take that completion. You've got a big receiver. Let him wheel around, maybe fall back for another couple of yards. But no question about it, there's a safer way and a better way to make that throw.
3rd and 7. From the 8, Siemian throws a low throw, and it is caught. Emmanuel Sanders. And now what? And they're going to put the ball, well, they give him a very good spot if you're a Denver fan. Number 1, did he catch it? Let's check that out. Then he gives him a great spot.
But the ball,
he caught it
down immediately. So wherever that catch was, is exactly where they should mark it.
And they mark it at the 1-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st down. If you're Rivera, you can challenge it. You know, you could set him up with a 4th and a half a yard or whatever. But they don't.
They call a timeout.
Yeah.
They're going to take a longer look at this one.
Yeah. I mean, this has to be reviewed by challenge.
58 from Carolina called a timeout. Their first timeout of the half.
And of course, they ran out of timeouts in the first half, and it cost them.
A timeout. They want to, the guys upstairs have a great look at it as well to see whether, as we go back to the replay, he got the 1st down. If he doesn't get the 1st down,
you can't change anything off of that because you can't see any hash marks, and you can't. This may be a little better look. Let's see. And he's down right there. I think clearly short.
No question.
That line. If the yellow line is correct.
Yeah, it's not official, but
down
it's close
right there. His knee is on the ground, and he is short of that. That is a great job by Thomas Davis calling that timeout.
So if Rivera wants the challenge, here he goes. He's going to probably, I think, win the challenge. Again, you're looking for those landmarks, and you don't see the hash marks in a couple of those replays. But then he forces Kubiak into a decision. Do you tie the game with a chip shot field goal, or do you go for it on 4th down?
Carolina is challenging the spot on the previous play. Timeout.
Okay. Pretty good opener, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Two things are gonna happen. First, that phone over there is gonna ring. Second, you're gonna be wearing these cuffs. Just gonna keep on ringing. Who the hell are you?
Jack Reacher, I need your help. They're killing U.S. soldiers. Men that used to be under your command.
It's time to start hunting.
Way to go.
How's it going?
This is the Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body. Of all the full-size half-ton pickups, it's got the most towing, the best payload, and the highest gas mileage. Plus no body rust. And guess what? This is the safest F-150 ever built. The only pickup to pull the government's 5-star safety rating and earn an IIHS top safety pick. This is the F-150, and Ford F-Series is the undisputed truck leader for 39 straight years.
I overpack, but my guy knows what to bring. Like Viagra single packs for ED.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
We think Rivera is going to win this challenge, and it's going to be 4th down and inches. Here it is again. There's the yellow line. He has to get to the 1-yard line.
And he has
makes
to get contacted.
Right, he has to get contacted right there.
Now, and it still looks like he's short.
And here we go again from a different angle. Those are the official sticks on that side of the field. So he's right there. He looks to be inches shy. And Stewart, of course, will make the call. Here he comes.
After review, the ruling on the field has been changed. The runner did possess the ball, however, was down by contact at the 1.5-yard line. It will be Denver's ball, 4th down, and a half-yard to go. Carolina called one timeout, but will not be charged with their second timeout of the half.
And the first thing you have to tell everybody on the defensive line is do not jump off sides, because that would be a 1st down here.
Right, half the distance.
So they may or may not snap this, but you at least are going to take this chance here.
Is eligible.
Your offensive line has been doing a great job, but that is one lean, mean defensive line, and they have drafted to it.
4th and inches. You bring the fullback Janovich into the game. You got Anderson as the back. C.J. Anderson, and he looks to have the 1st down, but not the touchdown. So that will make it 1st down. He needed inches. He got at least to the 1 and probably a little inside when they unpile, and that will give him a 1st down.
Really good blocking up here. Russell Okun at the point of attack, but then watch Okun circle back around at the end of this and try and push C.J. Anderson across. We've seen more and more of these kind of scrums, so where did the whistle blow may end up being the question. Did it already blow, or do we get the benefit of this push?
Well, they put the ball down inside the 1. Now they bring the sticks out for the official measurement. This is wild.
Welcome back, NFL.
Yeah. And he has a 1st down. So, you know, Rivera could challenge that, but he's not going to win that one.
No. And Gary Kubiak pushing all the right buttons so far.
That's that little extra push there.
I think he got the full benefit of that push.
Yep. He did. The grimace by Cam. Ball is at the 1, and it's first down, first and goal. Anderson again back of the fullback here. The fake to him, wide open, and it's almost picked. It was Coney Ely who had a phenomenal Super Bowl. He had a man open in the back of the end zone, and the pass was thrown too low.
As all the oxygen was just sucked out of this stadium on one more tip pass. This is just it's a great call. You're going to have Virgil Green standing wide open in the back of the end zone. Young quarterback floated one earlier, got intercepted, tried to throw this one a little more directly, and this was almost tipped interception number 2.
Green wide open. That's Thomas going in motion. To the ground and stuffed at the line of scrimmage is C.J. Anderson. So it's going to be third down and goal.
This party ain't over yet.
By no means. Kubiak, backup quarterback to Elway for so many years, offensive coordinator for so many years. He's the man who calls the plays.
This is where a Luke Kuechly sometimes can anticipate, can direct, can slant his line, can get a gut feel based on the formation he's seeing. There he is directing traffic.
Sanders in motion and a timeout taken here. So Denver uses its first timeout of the second half. Crazy. Third and goal when we come back to Denver.
This is the Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body. Of all the full-size half-ton pickups, it's got the most towing, the best payload, and the highest gas mileage. Plus no body rust. And guess what? This is the safest F-150 ever built. The only pickup to pull the government's 5-star safety rating and earn an IIHS top safety pick. This is the F-150, and Ford F-Series is the undisputed truck leader for 39 straight years.
Over there's good.
So how much longer do you think this will take?
I'll over-explain the process, then give you an unrealistic timeline.
I'll nod in agreement so my wife thinks I understand what you're saying.
I look forward to questioning your every move.
Okay, well, I'll leave your house in shambles and disappear for 6 months.
Wouldn't it be great if everyone said what they meant? The Citi Double Cash Card does. It lets you earn double cash back, 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay. The Citi Double Cash Card. Double means double.
Oh, my God.
They're everywhere. We have to go. Do you believe in the stories?
Blair Witch, rated R, starts September 16th.
A young woman and her child were taken. I want her back.
On September 22nd, this is personal.
Elizabeth, I will come for you.
The Blacklist premieres September 22nd on NBC.
Want to play NFL Fantasy? Join, draft, and play from anywhere with the all-new mobile app. Sign up free at NFL.com/fantasy. All right. Third and goal. From the 1.5. They go 3 wide here. Send Sanders to the other side. Keep it on the ground and through the middle and getting into the end zone is C.J. Anderson. The Broncos take the lead. That was like going to the dentist from inside the 10-yard line. Had to run 7 plays from inside the 11.
Watch
they finally
these
get it in.
Combination blocks inside here. This offensive line working together so well. They're simply better, Al, than what they were a year ago. This is the luxury of being able to run the football, protect a young quarterback, but these big guys up front are doing a great job.
McManus with the extra point. So Carolina had a 17-7 lead at the half. 14 unanswered points, and the Broncos are up by 4. And this NFL kickoff special is being brought to you by the Ford F-150. Every other truck is history. By Microsoft Surface, the official tablet of the NFL. By Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, in theaters everywhere, October the 21st. And by DirecTV. Don't just watch TV. DirecTV, call 1-800-DirecTV. Peyton Manning coming out. Quite a ceremony before the game. Terrell Davis coming out, and John Elway, and Thunder's been busy tonight. And then Von Miller in the locker room handing the trophy to Peyton Manning, who came out, and the Broncos celebrated their 3rd Super Bowl title. The other 2, of course, coming with John Elway, coached by Mike Shanahan. Terrell Davis was there, of course, in 97 and 98.
And now comes the altitude debate. Is it a factor? Because clearly the Broncos now have seized the momentum here in the second half.
And there's the altitude factor right there. I'm going to kick way out of the end zone. QB comparison tonight, first half and the second half. Here are the numbers through the first 30 minutes of competition. One time he was sacked was Siemian. One time he was picked, came through a touchdown pass. And meanwhile, here in the second half, Newton is 1 out of 5 and Siemian is 10 out of 13.
And really, Newton hasn't done much at all since he got doubled over and hurt his leg, took a shot to the head. You wonder how he is physically right now.
From the 25-yard line. Cam's going to keep it himself. Up to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
And we have to go back to Chris Harris and the play that he made. That was simply a brilliant breakup against a huge receiver, and then diving back to get that interception to set up the go-ahead touchdown.
3 punts and a pick. Harris over to the sideline here on a 2nd down and 5. Stewart chugging his way for a gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
I'll tell you who's had a nice game tonight is Todd Davis. They made the switch inside linebacker for the Denver Broncos. Brandon Marshall, with Trevathan moving on to Chicago, moved over to the playmaking weak side spot. But Todd Davis has had to come in here in a very physical game, and he has been up to the test.
Danny Trevathan leaving, going to Chicago. Malik Jackson leaving as well, going to Jacksonville. Stadium is shaking. 3rd and 2, and Newton throws, and there's a flag for the moment. A 1st down to Corey, or Philly Brown, if you prefer, either way. It's territory to make this call with 8:02 left. Broncos think it's definitely against the other guys, and the way Olsen is responding.
I think Greg Olsen, who was engaged with the defensive back, so he ended up driving Von Miller, it was, back off the line of scrimmage, and he's going to get called for a pick. Right here, driving back, and in
there
the
is
eyes
no
of
foul for offensive pass interference as a defender engaged with number 88. It will be a 1st down, Carolina.
They discussed it, overruled the early call, and an important 1st down for Carolina. Down by 4, clock running, under 8 to go. 1st down up at the 44-yard line.
Greg Olsen just won his first case.
Yeah.
He argued it and won it.
Yeah.
Because it was going to go the other way. Unbalanced line one more time.
Had the right jury. And this is Stewart trying to spin free. Gets about 3 yards. Tackled up at the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
This read option kind of play, Von Miller basically goes unblocked now. So he has to make a choice. And then it's up to Cam Newton. He decides to hand it off, but that time Von Miller saw it and chased it down the line of scrimmage and made the play.
From the 47. Five-man rush, open, Olsen. And that's a first down. There's a flag down as Roby makes the tackle. Penalty markers at the Denver 45-yard line. That's about 8 yards downfield from the line of scrimmage.
I thought it was illegal
Prior
contact.
to the pass, illegal contact. Defense, number 29. Penalty is declined, and the result of the play is a first down.
That's Bradley Roby who gets called for it.
Once you get past 5 yards, you cannot make contact down here. Sort of settles in, knocks him down. Really sort of set up Greg Olsen to get open.
Olsen, their leading receiver last year. And he and Benjamin tie for the most catches tonight with 5. Fired Olsen, that's number 6, and that's another first down to the 23-yard line. Tackled there by T.J. Ward.
Malik Jackson now plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they are not getting nearly the push here inside that they had in the past. And one of the reasons that Cam Newton had to drop so deeply in that Super Bowl and allow Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware to get there was because Malik Jackson and company had a push up the middle. Not so much tonight.
Drive started back at their own 25. And now at the Denver 23. Cam looks for space. Newton gets to the 18-yard line. It'll be second down.
I mean, this is just old-fashioned football that used to be with a running back. You're going to get a pull in front, the back in front, all the motion going that way, and then a 250-pound running back that is also your quarterback running behind it. It's just power football. That's all it is. And you have just one extra blocker because the quarterback is running the ball.
Carolina's rushed for 147 yards tonight, and Denver 146 to illustrate. Second and 6. Stewart to the 19-yard line. This is the point in the game, obviously, when every third down becomes important. It'll be third down and 5.
Yeah, these two linebackers doing a good job. Trevor Siemian he set them up. He set the table. We've heard a lot of talk about the Broncos wanted to be respected on the defensive side of the ball. Well, Trevor Siemian's done his part, and now they need a stop.
Crowd stomping their feet collectively. Ballpark shaking. 3rd and 5. Play clock at 4. And Newton fires, and that is incomplete. Funchess was the intended receiver. Aqib Talib breaks it up. And in comes the field goal group.
Out of that bunch formation, you're going to see Talib from very deep come in. He sees it all unsettle. He knows exactly who he has, and in there to break up that pass for a huge third down stop.
So Gano comes in for a 36-yard attempt. Andy Lee is the holder. And that perfect kick makes it a 1-point game. 4:21 left on opening night. 21-20 in favor of the champs.
There's just mass amount of data in this business. Trey Brown, director of college scouting. You got to have a powerful laptop. We're trying to find the prospects that are going to make us better. You look at the athleticism, the speed, the explosiveness. The Surface Pro allows us to be everywhere. We're on the field, in the classroom. It's fast, it's powerful. I can write right on the screen. I couldn't do that on a Mac. At the end of the day, we're trying to find the players that are going to give us the opportunity to win championships.
We're family. We'd do anything for each other. But this time,
Those bonds were definitely tested.
Frog leg for my baby brother.
Don't frogs have like 2 legs? So they should have 2 of these. Since I'm active duty and she's family, I was able to set my sister up with a sweet membership from Navy Federal. If you hold it closer, it looks bigger.
Eat your food.
My big sis likes to make tiny food, and I'm okay with that.
Open to the armed forces, the DoD, and their families. Navy Federal Credit Union.
Remember when everything you did was for the fun of doing it? BMW's xDrive intelligent all-wheel drive technology senses traction loss and automatically shifts torque to the wheels that need it. So you can go wherever the fun takes you. And now it's available on more models than ever. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
I've been around football since I've been 7 years old, and the one thing that I love about football is that it brings family together. You know, myself and my 3 brothers used to talk constantly, and football really helped us spark that conversation. What I love most about coaching football is I get to work with young people. It keeps me young, it really does, but I love working with guys and watching them grow and become young men.
Always a class act, known him for a long time. You have too, Chris. Ron Rivera came up with the Bears. Played for the Bears, too. Played for the Cal Bears. Went to Chicago under Buddy Ryan.
And he never changed.
Nope.
You know, he was on the hot seat for a long time in Carolina before it got this good. Same guy then as he is now.
Not only that, but at one point it looked like he was going to be a head coach, and then Chicago let him go, and he got a job as the inside linebackers coach in San Diego. Eventually became the defensive coordinator, and then Jerry Richardson brought him there. We were talking to him the other day. He made his debut with the Bears in Week 2 in 1984. It was Denver at Chicago. John Elway was the Denver quarterback, but he was hurt. So starting that game was Gary Kubiak. 32 years ago. Kubiak at quarterback and Rivera making his debut for the Chicago Bears. Khalil getting some oxygen on the bench from the 25-yard line now. Siemian's going to throw, and incomplete, tight coverage there. You got the rookie Bradbury working on the 7-year veteran Thomas. Second down.
Without fear. And I'll tell you one thing about Carolina and Ron Rivera and Sean McDermott. You better be a little careful in this part of the game. They are notorious for some trap coverages. When you think something's wide open, just be a little leery, because Josh Norman got some help with some of those pick sixes last year.
Big hole, and this is Anderson, but the defense converges very quickly to limit him to a 3-yard gain. Kuechly and friends make the tackle. 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Nobody covers more ground to make more tackles than Luke Kuechly. You can put Thomas Davis on that list as well. They fly around the football field, and there is no place they can't reach. But boy, now we've got one of those moments where Trevor Siemian, and I have no reason to think whatsoever that Kubiak is going to back off at all. There's Sean McDermott right there.
Defensive coordinator. 3rd and 7. Big first down in terms of the clock, if nothing else here. And down he goes, and that is a sack for Trey Boston. So they brought the safety in, and he knocks him down in the backfield to set up a 4th down and a punt.
Well, you knew if Sean McDermott had something up his sleeve, it was going to come. Look how deep he's going to come. You just try to give young quarterbacks looks they just haven't seen. Really a nice job of protection. Just really no way to anticipate pre-snap that he was going to come from that deep, and made the play. And now it's really going to fall back on this defense.
Carolina just called a timeout. That's their second. There was McDermott upstairs. Came from Philadelphia, and then the defensive coordinator with Carolina. You hear Stewart saying just reset the clock.
Yeah,
getting 7 seconds.
He and Ron Rivera both learned under Jim Johnson up there in Philadelphia, one of the great defensive minds, and some of these pressure schemes. And of course, Buddy Ryan probably had a little something to do with Rivera as well.
Mm-hmm. No defending champion in the history of the league winning an opener after trailing by 8 or more in the fourth. Broncos trailed by 10 as we started the fourth tonight. They were down 17-7, so they're trying to do something that has not been done. As the rookie out of Syracuse, Riley Dixon, to send a punt toward Ted Ginn.
Not good.
And it's a short kick.
Not good.
Nope. And it's going to, with a flag down now at the 40-yard line. So that's not what the Broncos had in mind. The flag is down back near the line of scrimmage. Was 4th down and 17.
I'm sure they're probably figuring out if there was a hold or some kind of foul. Was it before or after the kick?
Crowd restless. It's a long conference. Sent the jury home for the night.
There is no foul for holding on a member of the kicking team on the play. As the ball was kicked, he's a member of the defense. It will be Carolina's ball, 1st and 10. Timeout.
Huh? We'll be back.
Sup? 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 All right, we all wearing our lucky socks, right? Check. Blue cooler? Check. Green cooler? Check. Rabbit's foot? I got 4. Wait, the last time we won, we were in different seats.
Good call. Can't believe we almost forgot that.
I was driving last time, but I drove last time. Okay, we're gonna lose.
Best-in-class cargo space plus best-in-class performance. The BMW X1. Lease a BMW X1 X-Drive 28i for as low as $269 a month.
Get your fall fix with huge deals right now at Lowe's, like 5 bags of premium mulch for only $10. Plus, get 20% off all Stay Green products. Make your home happy this fall with the season's biggest savings at Lowe's.
This was dual engine loss followed by an immediate water landing with 155 souls on board. No one has ever trained for an incident like this.
Rated PG-13. Starts tomorrow.
I used to ask if you could hear me now, but I switched to Sprint. Their network reliability is now within 1% of Verizon. And get this, with Sprint's new unlimited plan, you have the freedom to do virtually whatever you want.
Is there no worrying about gigabytes, megabytes, overages, billphobia?
That's the dream right there.
Well, then Mama is gonna text, ping, post, tweet, snap those dogs that learn to dance on their hind legs.
Can you hear that?
And makeup tutorials.
Don't let a 1% difference limit your freedom. Unlimited mobile optimized data. 4 lines, $160 a month. Live your life unlimited.
Who is Jane Doe? And why was she dropped in Times Square for us to find?
These tattoos, they've saved a lot of lives.
However you feel about Jane, you don't know who she is.
A traveling circus flying out of here to Arizona. Sunday Night Football, Patriots and Cardinals. From Glendale, Arizona, Bob Costas, Dan Patrick, Steve New colleague Mike Tirico will be hosting football night in America 7 Eastern Time. Patriots Cards on Sunday night.
Whoops, got him.
Who think they're going to call it on?
I think it's on Kelvin Benjamin. I think it's on the wide receiver.
Initial indication was
false
Carolina.
Start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, Khalil, the center.
Well, and it was Benjamin definitely flinched on the play. Let's see if they've got some new rules. They're not going to let you. Oh, that little snap of the head. Maybe they said that was too much. But clearly Benjamin on the outside definitely flinched, and Chris Harris saw it.
So that makes it 1st and 15. Pressure. Down he goes at the 31-yard line. Todd Davis having a big night. There's Ware putting his finger in the air. And it was 1st and 15. Get him back at the 30-yard line for a 4-yard sack. It'll be 2nd down and 19.
You're going to see the blockers come in, and as they do, all the defenders do is blitz. It's called the green dog, the green blitz, whatever. So the more people you leave in the block, the more pressure Wade Phillips is going to add on, as he calls it.
2nd and 20. Newton to the outside. Can he get around where? He does, but then he gets bumped out by Roby. Good news for Carolina is at least they stopped the clock. They only have that 1 timeout left plus the 2-minute warning, and it's a 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 15 coming next.
You can see how much tougher it is for Von Miller because Cam Newton is not getting that same kind of depth, that 10, 11 yards of depth. And boy, I tell you, Cam just took another shot to the helmet from Roby.
3rd and 15. Have to get to the 50 to convert. Pressure again, sacked at the 29.
Yes, sir.
Miller, sooner or later. That man in the Super Bowl was a singular weapon of mass destruction. 4th and 22 as we come to the 2-minute warning. 21-20 Denver.
I used to watch this perfect couple. They were the embodiment of true love.
Do you know Megan Hipwell? She was gone missing. You were seen in the area that night.
I went to visit my husband.
You mean your ex-husband?
There's some time missing.
I need you to stay away.
What happened that night?
Rated R.
7 ingredients. Wonder what they are.
Corrosion inhibitor.
Solvent fluid.
Demulsifier.
Fuel detergent number 1.
Fuel detergent number 2.
Anti-adhesion compound. And marker molecules.
Get better gas mileage with Synergy. Exxon and Mobil. Energy lives here.
You may wonder how we pack all that great taste into just 96 calories. Well, that's a mystery you don't need to solve. You just get to enjoy. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
It's Peyton. It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
E-Man.
What about Peyton?
You know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday ticket. I get every game, every Sunday, all in HD.
Yeah, I know that.
So you want to come over? I'll make nachos.
I can't right now, man. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Pencil you in for Tuesday.
Get NFL Sunday ticket included at no extra charge. Only on DirecTV.
This is the moment America has been waiting for. The fight for $1 million has never been this fierce.
The best final we've ever done on this show.
The Got Talent season finale live Tuesday at 8/7 Central on NBC.
Volkswagen post-game report coming your way. Michelle on the field, stars of the game. Bob, Tony, and Rodney break it down. Chris and I with a look ahead to Sunday's Patriots-Cardinals game. 4th and 21. They're compelled to go for it. They only have 1 timeout.
And they've got all the big guys coming down here. All of the big guys, 6'4", 6'5", throw it up in the air. See if you can out-jump somebody.
Got to get to the 50. It's a 4-man rush. Newton fires, and it's incomplete, but there's a flag at the 44-yard line.
Oh, boy, he had it in his hands for a second.
Benjamin was there. Talib and Stewart with the coverage on a 4th and 21. And the call.
Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face. Defense.
Wow.
Number 25.
First down.
That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Chris Harris on a 4th and 21. A 5-yard penalty, but it carries with it the automatic first.
Right here. Hands to the face. Is that what they're called?
That's what it was called.
Right there. Can't deny it.
So the Panthers get new life. First down at the 34-yard line. 154 and one timeout for Carolina. And chugging his way for a gain of about 4 goes Mike Tolbert up to the 39-yard line.
Wow.
Of course, now you're looking to get into field goal position at a mile-high altitude, and Graham Gano putting it up to him to maybe win the game.
What did Gano do that time? He had to kick from the 20. He kicked it out of the end zone. So anything's possible here.
Second down and 5. And Newton is able to get it away, but he gets hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. Shaquille Barrett came around the corner and made contact as Newton released it. So it's third down and 5.
Shaquille Barrett, here's a young man that has really had an impact. Gets right around Remmers. Trey Turner tries to come help, and neither one of them can get there in time. You know, you just need to get somewhere where you have a chance. You get one completion to Kelvin Benjamin in the middle of the field, and you're basically in field goal range.
Third and 5. That play clock is down to 3, 2, and he has to take his last time out. Whoa. They were so slow getting out of the huddle. I'm thinking, what are they doing? And that's their last time out.
Oh, it's just hard to believe how poorly they've been with these timeouts tonight.
Well, they had to take one when they won the challenge, but Rivera had to wait to see what the guys upstairs were saying, and they won that challenge on what would have been a first and goal or a fourth and goal. And then they just squandered this one right here. Michelle?
Hey, I spoke with Graham Gano before the game, and he said this altitude adds to his kicks immensely. He said a 60-yarder here in Denver feels like a 50 at most places. In spite of the fact that Andy Lee is his 5th holder since the Super Bowl, they have found a rhythm, and Gano was really confident coming into this game, guys.
Yeah, and Michelle, and Andy Lee is a punter tonight, a 76-yard kick. So we know what 5,280 feet means.
And Matt Prater had one from 64 yards here, and that's the record. So big targets, middle of the field, first downs, and they are getting close to range.
Third down and 5. Pressure is put on. Pass is caught over the middle, and that is Greg Olsen making another catch. Tackled by Ward for Olsen tonight. That's 7 grabs. Clock ticking down to a minute.
Boy, that is some move by a tight end to get away from T.J. Ward.
From the 47. They rush 5. To the outside, and it is incomplete.
Wow. Chris Harris
right there, very close. Very close.
He wasn't even in coverage on that guy and dives backwards and almost, man, that would have been 2 of the greatest interceptions ever. The one he had earlier.
And made up for the hands to the face, which could be the key play of the game right now if Carolina wins it. Second down and 10.
A run is not out of the question. You are so close to field goal range in this building.
Again, the pressure put on. Newton tries to escape, just has to dump it away.
Get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right, and the flag is thrown. Shaquille Barrett put the heat on. Newton writhing on the ground. And the flag was thrown. And so Cam now. The question is, can he even continue at this point? Here comes Stewart. Stewart.
Oh, it's a shot to the head, too.
Right. Yep, helmet to helmet.
It's got to get back to the line of scrimmage. That pass, I believe, and I don't think it did. So you're going to have a personal foul. And then whatever they decide on whether or not it's intentional grounding, even though he's outside the pocket.
Could be offsetting. Derek Anderson, who was warming up before.
Was close.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. The first foul is personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 26. Prior to that contact, the quarterback did release the football. Although he was outside of the pocket, the football did not get back to the original line of scrimmage. Therefore, it is intentional grounding.
Right.
Those fouls will offset and will replay second down.
Man, huge break for Denver, because if they don't call that one, then they would be in field goal range.
Ron can't believe his quarterback just took a shot like that. And I think he knew all along.
And here's the grounding here. He's trying to escape.
There's the tackle box. He gets outside of there, but all you got to do now is get it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't happen.
About 5 yards shy of it. But he's able to stay in. The ball is at the 47. Second down and 10.
You know, ordinarily you think Cam Newton may take off and run with one. You just wonder how he's doing physically and what he's able to do at this point.
Broncos bring pressure again. Hangs in the pocket, deep, incomplete. Intended for Olsen, covered there by T.J. Ward.
There is a lot of man coverage going on, and that time T.J. Ward won that battle. You know, with man coverage, Al, we've said this before, but man coverage lends itself to quarterback draws and things like that, because if you crease one, wouldn't be surprised here if they end up with a spy this time, just to make sure that one doesn't happen.
29 seconds, third down and 10. Go 4 wide here. Newton flings it over the middle, and that's caught inside the 40. That's Benjamin. So it's with 20 seconds, counting down. He wants to come up and spike the ball. Right now you're looking at about a 56-yard field goal. And now do you want to run one more play before you bring that unit in? But the one thing you're going to have to do is not complete a pass in the middle of the field.
Well, at the very least, even if you're going to kick the field goal, I think you're going to run down the clock, just throw it out of bounds a couple times or something, so that there's no time left, that's the last play. You don't want to turn it back over to Gary Kubiak's offense.
Well, at this point, I don't think you're worried about if you can make the field goal, making them go 75 yards.
You never know, though, right?
Yeah.
Why?
I just think the key thing for these guys is not to run a play where the clock keeps running. Second down and 10. To the outside they go to play it safe in terms of the clock, and it's Ginn making the catch.
Wow, what a gutsy throw and catch.
With 9 seconds. Now you bring in the field goal group.
And you gain a few yards out of it.
Now you turn it into about a 50-yarder.
The previous play will be reviewed.
Right, so you're inside 2 minutes. No challenges being reviewed. So it'll either be a 50-yard field goal or a 56-yarder when we come back.
Got an early morning dead side. Looks like those braids aren't easy to tie. Nope. How do I retire at 50 side? Hang in there, Dan. Sure, you can keep the kitty side. That's why there's Nationwide, helping to grow and protect your many sides. Nationwide is on your side.
The BMW i8's award-winning dual-engine technology, now available in BMW's most iconic models. Introducing the more efficient, more dynamic BMW iPerformance lineup, featuring the X5 plug-in hybrid with up to 540 miles per tank and the breathtaking acceleration of e-boost technology. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Lease a BMW X5 xDrive 40e for as low as $539 a month.
What are you doing?
Sarah, I love you.
No, it's my brother. Keep going.
Sarah, were you married?
What do you want, Todd?
If you sit on your phone, you butt dial people. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
I know we just met like 2 months ago.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. Possession, 2 feet down.
And that's a 6-yard gain. Ted Ginn makes the catch, stays inbounds. Those 6 yards means it's a 50-yard field goal attempt for Gano. Gano is a very good kicker, but the one downside would be block kicks. He had 4 field goals and an extra point blocked last year. He has a new holder in Andy Lee from 50 to in all probability win the game, even though there'll be a few seconds left at the end here. And the Broncos, who have 2 timeouts at their disposal.
Denver has used its second timeout of the half. It is a 30-second timeout.
But they do not want to use their last one. Let's say he makes the field goal, you get it back, you get a Hail Mary, so you want to at least have the chance to call a timeout.
I think they're dead if he makes it.
Help me build a little drama here.
Don't worry, this audience, we've kept the audience all night. We're okay.
So Graham Gano, he was 30 of 36 last year. His long was 52. 2 for 4 over 50 yards. And boy, there's nothing they would like better than to beat this bunch and fly back to Carolina 1-0.
Yeah, that makes that red eye a little more palatable, doesn't it? J.J. Jansen is the snapper. Andy Lee is the holder. And Gano from 50.
If you were to bobble the snap, you could get another chance.
And the kick is no good. Snap a little high. Lee able to get it down, but probably just enough mistiming.
You know, the first one that he kicked went off the upright and in, but it was the right upright, and you just wonder, did he over-adjust a bit with the driver and hook this one? You got to say, that was one heck of a timeout. I think Gary Kubiak's done anything wrong tonight.
And the Denver Broncos, with a quarterback who'd never thrown a pass on opening night, take the measure of the NFC champion Carolina Panthers, overcome a 10-point deficit, and win the game 21-20.
You can talk about a lot of guys, but that young man right there, Trevor Siemian, came in and did it.
One more look. Snap a little high. Lee gets it down. Wide to the left. There's Thomas Davis to lead.
What a ball game.
Gary couldn't even look. Well, how's that for the start of the season? Coming up next.
How you feeling now, John?
Volkswagen post-game report after these messages.
Wow.
Give it up for our 2 new superstar coaches, Miley Cyrus.
Look at my outfit. I'm the most fun.
You young whippersnapper. Alicia Keys.
Where did you learn to sing like that?
From you.
I just want to say, some people want it all. What you got to say?
Alicia Keys.
Oh, Blake, how's that taste?
The Voice premieres Monday, September 19th on NBC.
It's time to test your power, your strength, your crave. Introducing the new ultra-spicy X-Minuet White Castle. All topped with the astonishing heat of ghost pepper cheese. Go to the extreme with crispy onion chips and chipotle mayo. Or spicy chorizo sausage and a fresh egg between 2 Belgian waffles. How brave is your crave? Look for X-Men Apocalypse available now.
They have so many more models here. Why didn't we come here first?
How long has she had FOBO?
Oh, this is huge.
FOBO? Fear of better options. It's when you regret not shopping at H.H. Gregg first.
Oh, no, this one. No, this is the one I want.
Hang in there, buddy.
Get all the options you want during H.H. Gregg's Labor Day sale. Up to 35% off store-wide, plus 36 months special financing and free delivery. All with our low price guarantee. Appliances, electronics, furniture. H.H. Gregg.
For me, it's Wave 3. Anything that's going on in your community, you can look, and Wave is going to be there.
It's like a neighbor or a good friend or a family member.
Like their family.
You know they're going to tell you the truth.
They are absolutely helpful, very committed. Wave 3 News, they're going to be right in the middle of it.
They get there first.
And they really want it to be safe. They're going to tell you what's important in your area.
You'll love it because they're most informative.
I watch Wave 3 every day. That's how I know.
Expect more right now on Wave 3 News.
Man, Arby's chicken sandwiches have really let themselves go. They barely fit on the bun anymore. Someone should say something. Arby's, we have the meats.
At Wave 3 News, we believe every corner in this community matters. You've got a newsroom here that's willing to help you. Taking back your streets means we're sharing the good, we're sharing the bad, but we are getting solutions along with your help.
John Bowl on Wave 3 News Sunrise.
Welcome to the Volkswagen Passat post-game report. Here now, Bob Costas.
Gano misses from 50 on virtually the game's last play, the only play that mattered, and Denver holds on to win 21-20. We will quickly get to the game balls, and those players will have their faces alongside the NBC Sunday Night Football bus, and those players are Trevor Siemian, who was 18 for 26 for 178 and a touchdown, C.J. Anderson, who carried 20 times for 92 yards and a TD and also caught 4 passes, and DeMarcus Ware, who had 1.5 sacks, and the 9-time Pro Bowler joined C.J. Anderson and Trevor Siemian along the sidelines with Michelle.
All right, Bob. Trevor, first I got to ask you, as you saw that field goal kick go up, what were you thinking?
Unbelievable. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in this business. I learned that last year. Just a great win. Good to be a part of.
Good to be a part of. You are described as poised, calm, and collected, and you faced a lot of adversity in this game. What do you think got you through that?
Teammates. I mean, we got a great huddle in there. Got a lot of guys to lean on. CJ led the way all day, and the guys up front did a heck of a job.
I know Peyton Manning called you last night. What did he say?
Just shooting the breeze, not too much, but Peyton's a good friend of mine, and really thankful for all he's done for me.
Congratulations, you're 1-0.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Let's turn to CJ, who just had 2 touchdowns tonight, 1 receiving, 1 rushing against a really good defense. Why were you so productive?
I never try to do anything outside the system, you know. I just try to do everything I can within the system and then just pick my spot and make my plays, and I did that tonight.
A lot of people got to know Trevor Siemian tonight. What did you guys learn about your young quarterback?
He's just as poised and calm as we always said. If you would have told us that we was going to turn over the ball 3 times against a very good defense and still come out with a win, nobody would have believed it. But he was still poised. He still made some plays, made some throws when we needed, and that's the guy you like. That's who you want to play for.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's turn to DeMarcus Ware, who had no offseason, no preseason action. You come in here on a limited snap count, and you come up with 2 sacks. Why were you able to be the way you were tonight, looking so fresh?
I just give it to the trainers and everybody that helped me rehabilitate myself and just having a good off season. I mean, I know I didn't get a lot of ball and was able to with my teammates in OTAs and mini camp and training camp, but it paid off for a time like this.
In the first half, Cam Newton looked like the MVP that he is. In the second half, you guys were really able to bring the pressure. What was the difference?
We just went back in the locker room and said, we're making too many mistakes. It was a lot of things that we were doing, 12 men on the field, not tackling well. I said, let's get our composure and go out here and play ball like we always do.
Congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you so much.
Bob, back to you.
All right, Michelle, thanks. Joined now by Tony and Rodney. Dan is already headed back east to host the Dan Patrick Show tomorrow morning on NBCSN. They'll have plenty to talk about. We have only enough time to talk about one thing and one person, and that's Trevor Siemian.
Well, Gary Kubiak and the whole Denver organization has to be excited about this. Yeah, they're glad they won the game, but the things they thought about Trevor Siemian, that he was poised, he was accurate, he was athletic, they saw that in the game, and the game's not too big for him. You saw how excited C.J. Anderson was. They thought that, now they know what they've got.
And the thing that really impressed me about him, Coach, was his athletic ability. Being able to get outside that pocket, remaining calm under pressure, and delivering the ball. I was really impressed by him.
So, Rodney, even though it's only one game, your mind has been changed about Trevor Siemian, at least to some extent.
Well, Bob, it's not just one game. I mean, this is kind of the playoff atmosphere. This is kind of similar to the Super Bowl, just a notch under that. This is a big-time game with a lot of pressure. He's never even thrown an NFL football pass.
The moment was not too big for him, and that's what they have to be excited about.
No, it wasn't. Okay, so the Broncos open 1-0 with a 1-point win over the Panthers. Al and Chris back with their final thoughts after this.
Dad, you could just drop me off right here.
No, I'll take you up to the front of the school. That's where your friends are.
Seriously, it's really fine.
You don't want to be seen with your dad?
No.
This about a boy?
Dad, stop, please.
Oh, there's Tracy.
What? Bye, Dad.
It brakes when you don't. Forward collision warning and autonomous emergency braking available on the redesigned Passat from Volkswagen.
Your son is a remarkable young man. He has more in common with Einstein or Picasso than he does with us.
Can our son lead a normal life?
Define normal.
Do you like puzzles? Look at the photos. They call him the accountant.
Like a CPA accountant?
Not quite. This guy works for some of the scariest people on the planet and survives it.
I have difficulty socializing, even though I want to. Some of my clients are quite dangerous.
We have to go to the police.
Police can't protect you.
Imagine the secrets this guy has. I need to know who he is.
The Accountant, rated R, starts October 14th.
Let's feed him to the shark.
Let's feed him to the sharks.
And take all of his gold.
And take all of his gold. And hide it from the crew. They're all morons anyway.
Never said that.
They all smell bad, too.
No, you all smell wonderful. I smell bad.
If you're a parrot, you repeat things. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
It's what you do.
Welcome back to the Volkswagen Passat post-game report.
Oh, Sunday night. Oh, Sunday night. Stand up and cheer, stomp your feet, start clapping. NBC Sunday night about to happen. That's how you do it. Oh, Sunday night.
Oh, yeah, Carrie Underwood letting us know the 11th season of NBC Sunday Night Football commences in 72 hours or less with the Arizona Cardinals, the team a lot of people think will make it to the Super Bowl, against New England, always considered a Super Bowl team. And the whole story, I think, on Sunday night, at least the main story, Jimmy Garoppolo with Tom Brady, as you know, out for 4 games. The suspension, Garoppolo makes the start.
Yeah, and much like what we've seen here tonight, you know, Trevor Siemian came in and got the job done for his football team, and now it's up to Garoppolo. I mean, 4 games is a long time. That's a month out of the season, so he needs to have an impact, and what a test for him on opening night.
He's going to need Gronkowski, too.
Yeah, and who knows? He's been dealing with that hamstring injury.
Yep. Off to the desert. We're riding our camels down there right now. We'll see on Sunday night. Final score here, 21-20 in the opener of the 2016 National Football League season. Jimmy Fallon, Tonight Show coming up on the West Coast after your local news. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, our entire gang in Denver saying good night, and we'll see you on Sunday.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this special presentation of the National Football League.
The
Manchester derby, Saturday, 6:30 Eastern on NBCSN.
Tonight, Fallon has Ariana Grande and NBA superstar Russell Westbrook. New Tonight Show.
Long before the first gust of wind, days before the dark clouds gather, well ahead of storms and floods and snow, one team gives you the earliest alert.
Impacts that we expect.
Kevin Harnett and the Wave 3 News storm tracking team.
We're looking down the road for you, so you know what's brewing.
Get the earliest alert on Wave 3 News, and now on the Wave 3 weather app.
Getting you prepared way ahead. Another reason you can expect more right now on Wave 3 News.
I'm Shannon Kogan with Wave 3 News. What happens here matters to me because this is where my boys are growing up. If you're raising a family anywhere in Wave Country, you probably look at it that way too. We have some serious issues to deal with that affect our safety. But we also have positive things happening in our community, people doing good things. I'm proud to say at Wave 3 News, we do both. A balanced look at the community where you and I are raising our families.
Welcoming Kelsey Worrell back home with the Women in Sports Honors September 20th.
Expect more right now. You're watching Wave 3 News.
A murder suspect rapping about killing a man while in police custody. Good evening, I'm Shannon Kogan.
And I'm Scott Reynolds. Tonight we're learning more about the 4 people locked up this week in connection with the murder of 19-year-old Ryan Higdon.
And for the first time, Higdon's friends are speaking out about the man they lost. Wave 3 News reporter Casey Cunningham joining us live right now. And how is Higdon being remembered?
Shannon, it's a tight-knit neighborhood there out in PRP, and friends and family tell us Ryan Higdon was part of that close group.
Photos and surveillance help detectives piece together what happened over Memorial Day weekend at Riverview Park. That's where police say 19-year-old Ryan Higdon was robbed and then shot and killed. 4 suspects have been arrested and charged.
Make my mama cry different ways, ayy.
In between lyrics,
To see her little boy that turn into these gangs, ayy.
Jalen Wells admits to shooting Higdon.
I thought it was gonna be my life right here, so I just put it out a shot.
Meanwhile, as detectives try to figure out what happened, one PRP neighborhood is missing their friend.
I try not to think about it, but it's like, can't not think about it.
We ran into David Everly Jr. playing football outside, something Ryan Higdon would typically be a part of.
We would always play football and stuff out here. And
a fashionable and good-humored guy.
He loved being color coordinated and like he'll make you smile. Whatever he does, he'll make you smile. Like, I don't know, it was...
Everly says that things aren't the same without him.
He should be here with us and doing all the stuff we never got to do yet, and everything we talked about we never got to do. We just miss him, and we ain't never gonna forget him.
All 4 suspects could face life in prison. Reporting live at LMPD headquarters, Casey Cunningham, Wave 3 News.
And the 4 will be back in court September 29th.
A heated debate over garbage, methane gas, and social justice. Tonight, the Metro Council voted to approve an ordinance that will allow methane biodigesters in the city. Biodigesters convert organic waste products into usable energy. Opponents say the facilities are safety hazards, and some say biodigesters would never fly in predominantly white neighborhoods. The ordinance will allow those biodigesters to be built only in areas zoned for heavy industry. They must also be 1 mile away from residential areas. The ordinance heads to Mayor Greg Fisher now for approval.
Right now we're seeing something we haven't seen in a while, some rain on the radar across Wave Country.
And Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett joining us now to tell us if it'll hit us but for rush hour or any problems tomorrow.
You know, I think we have a chance tomorrow, but it's fairly low. Tonight we've seen this wave of rain push through, and lots of it in some areas, especially across southern and central Indiana. Let me get you to the radar view. I'll point out a few places seeing rain now. That includes locally up around Utica, Prospect, and down to our south. One lone shower just south of Hillview. That's moving through Brooks and Pioneer Village. I'll zoom out on the radar view a little more. You can see the flash flood warnings in progress. That's generally between Indianapolis and Louisville. That would include Bloomington, Columbus, over to Greensburg and Brookville. That's just outside of our area, but nonetheless, those areas have seen a decent amount of rain, 2-3 inches, short period of time. Our forecast, hour by hour are overnight. You can see we're going to take the rain chance down just a bit for the morning rush. We're back to a 20-30% chance at that time. We will see a rain chance both Friday and Saturday before drier weather moves in for the end of the weekend. We'll put a timeline on when it peaks. Its highest rain chance coming up in just a few.
Car break-ins and thefts continue to be a problem in one of Louisville's signature neighborhoods. Officers from LMPD's 5th Division spent the night walking in the Highlands, meeting neighbors and hearing their concerns. An officer we spoke with said most thefts can be prevented.
The big thing for us right now is those cars, the vehicle break-ins. We really want to get it out to everybody that it only takes a few seconds to take the stuff out of your car and lock your cars up.
LMPD officers have been walking neighborhoods all summer long in an effort to build relationships and trust with neighbors.
Miss Kentucky says the publisher of the memoir that broke the U of L basketball sex scandal is trying to embarrass her. Today, attorneys for Kyle Hornback asked for a protective order against the Indianapolis Business Journal. Her attorneys claim IBJ is trying to collect evidence that would, quote, annoy, embarrass, or oppress her. Earlier this year, Hornback and other students sued self-proclaimed Madam Katina Powell, claiming her allegations in the book would damage the value of a degree from the University of Louisville. A judge dismissed that suit. IBJ filed a countersuit. U of L legend and Minnesota Vikings quarterback is now recovering after surgery. Vikings coach Mike Zimmer told ESPN that the surgery for Teddy Bridgewater went well and did not uncover anything more than a torn ACL and dislocated knee that showed up in an earlier MRI. Bridgewater hurt himself during a routine practice drill. The 23-year-old will miss, though, the 2016 season.
Homestead Parks, really the crown jewels of Louisville, but neighbors say one of Frederick Law Olmsted's designs in the Russell neighborhood has fallen into a state of major disrepair. We're talking about Elliott Square Park, which was once home for Louisville's Major League Baseball team. Wade 3 News reporter William Joyce traveled there today. And William, what's wrong with the park? Why isn't anything being done about it?
Well, Scott, Elliott Square Park is more than 100 years old. Like you said, it used to host the old Louisville Major League Baseball team back in the 1800s, the late 1800s. But now it's falling apart, and the city says it doesn't have the money to fix it.
I was born in '61. I've been hanging around here since about '66.
For Cecil Nance, Elliott Square Park has been a second home since he was a kid.
We played basketball every day over there, football right here every day. Yeah, we played in this park every day.
He and others are frustrated by park trash and the conditions of the bathroom.
I think it's the worst thing I ever seen for kids and stuff to be playing football and stuff and practicing and have to go in there and use that kind of facility.
Well, we call 311 all the time, but they don't do nothing but going one ear and out the other.
The Parks Department declined an interview but sent an email saying the restrooms at Elliott Square Park are maintained and cleaned daily.
That's the biggest lie I've heard. I've been in there and seen trash. It's been in there a week or two. It's the biggest